UFC bantamweight champion Merab Dvalishvili absolutely dominated Cory Sandhagen at UFC 320 to a 49-45 decision. A truly remarkable performance yet again from Merab. Incredible activity, relentless takedowns, almost got a KO on the feet against Cory Sandhagen, who many people viewed as a much better striker than him. But the craziest thing that has come out of the UFC 320 fight week is Khalil Roundtree, his teammate at Syndicate MMA, saying that Merab sparred 5 hard rounds, 5 5-minute rounds the day of the fight against Cory Sandhagen. Here it is right here.
And true story, at 12 o'clock in the afternoon on fight day, Saturday, October 4th, Merab sparred 5 rounds in the cage, live, on the day of his fight. Because that's just who he is.
That's unreal.
Yes.
5 full live rounds.
5 full live rounds at 12 o'clock, not even half a day before he has to be in the arena to put on the biggest fight of his career. That's just him. You cannot make it up. I've never in my life seen somebody spar 5 full rounds the day that they have to fight and go do another 5 full rounds with Cory Sandhagen. So yeah, it's just, he's a different breed.
Now, Merab is definitely a different breed, especially when it comes to his cardio. But what is it that makes him such a different breed? Because 5 full rounds of hard sparring the day of your fight at noon, which means you finish probably around 12:45. He fought Cory Sandhagen at like 9 p.m. that night. And then he's turning around to rematch Peter Yan to headline UFC 323 on December 6th, literally 2 months and 2 days after his title defense against Cory Sandhagen. He's literally fighting twice in like 70 days or less. This is a rematch with Peter Yan, where in the first fight, Peter Yan defended 38 takedowns, but Merab shot 49 takedowns in a 25-minute fight. Truly incredible cardio. 50 takedown attempts, if we want to round up by 1. 50 takedown attempts in 25 minutes. And considering how exhausting failing a takedown is, just 1. Just 2, just 3, not even considering 38 takedowns. There's a lot of UFC fighters that haven't shot 38 takedowns in their career. And so when you have this level of cardio, you would think that somebody like Merab just has the absolute most strict, regimented, planned out recovery, diet, sleep, physical therapy, all of that. But no, he went on the Mighty Mouse podcast, but he went on Demetrius Johnson's podcast, the Mighty Cast, and he said he doesn't stretch. He doesn't do hot or cold baths. He does an old school weight cut, like literally just starving himself for 2 days. And he doesn't really sleep that much. He said he goes to sleep at 1 or 2 a.m. He jumps straight into training. No sauna, cold bath, hot bath, massages. And he cuts weight the old school way, which is on Thursday and Friday of fight week, he neither eats nor drinks for an entire 2 days, unheard of in today's weight cutting. And he says, from Tuesday night, I don't eat or drink water. All of Wednesday, no food, no water, and I train. I need to sweat. I don't do the sauna. I don't take hot baths, blah, 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 blah. He also says that he doesn't use any sort of heart rate trackers or any sort of monitors, and that he only checks his weight once a month. Where does this unreal God-level cardio for Merab Dvalishvili come from? Well, many people speculate that he is taking the exact same drug that TJ Dillashaw got caught for, and that is EPO. Now, what is EPO? EPO is a performance-enhancing drug that allows your blood to carry more oxygen and therefore improves your cardio. It doesn't make you bigger. It doesn't make you bulkier. It doesn't give you more muscle, anything like that. It solely allows your blood to carry more oxygen. And here at UFC 298, he talked about his morning routine, and he talked about how much he had to plan it out. He talks about his training routine, and he slightly slips up. Now, I do want to give a massive shout out to the person that had this clip and has made multiple videos about it. Brutally Honest MMA, really good creator that deserves more views than he gets. Go shoot him a subscribe, something like that. But in his video, did UFC champion Merab Dvalishvili admit to using EPO? He shows this clip right here where Merab Dvalishvili talks about his routine, but you hear him almost say EPO. And I do apologize for the audio. It is terrible. Take it up with the UFC. $7 billion company can't figure out their fucking electrical static in their mics.
I have to organize, which is I'm very busy. I'm going, if I need.
What was that, Merab?
I'm very busy. I'm going, if I need.
He laughed at his own fuck up there. In my opinion, that's what he was about to say. Now, I know English is not his first language, but that sounds like he's about to say EPO.
Session, I have to organize, which is I'm very busy. I'm going, if I need.
What was he about to say? Because in my opinion, I heard him about to say EPO. And now many people will say, oh, if he was on something, he would have failed a drug test. There's no failed drug test, blah, blah, blah. If he was on drugs, he would have got caught. Well, in the same video from Brutally Honest MMA, he shows a clip of Chael Sonnen talking about why EPO is his favorite performance-enhancing drug and why it is so hard to catch.
EPO of all the performance enhancers, I will tell you, personal experience here, right? I'm an expert in performance enhancers for all the wrong reasons, but an expert nonetheless. EPO, without question, is my favorite to get. And I only share with you now, it's almost impossible to get. EPO is very rare. Like if you just somebody that could get a hold of it. And now, because of USADA, we also know how to take it and not get caught. Not going to say any more on that, but they're the ones that taught us. They're the ones that told the world how to take it and not get caught. Tough to catch somebody taking EPO because it can wash through your system within 72 hours.
And right there, in my opinion, is the crux of the matter. That is the juiciness right there, is the fact that it washes out of your system in 72 hours. To me, it explains a lot about his God-level cardio without actually getting caught. Because Ricky Simone almost put him to sleep. He was turning purple, and he didn't go all the way to sleep. And if we're being honest, he doesn't treat his body well. If you don't treat your body well enough to have this insane level of cardio, you must be on performance-enhancing drugs. I don't want to completely throw aside the possibility that this is just solely genetic. And at the end of the day, there is no failed drug test or prescription or anything like that, or an admission from Merab himself to show that he is in fact using EPO. But the fact that it improves your cardio, the fact that it washes out of your system so incredibly quickly, and the fact that it is incredibly hard to get your hands on in this day and age. Chael Sonnen said that 4 years ago. I can only imagine it's even harder to get your hands on. And so all of those factors lining up, in my opinion, shows that Merab Dvalishvili has access to a very effective and very hard to get performance-enhancing drug. Quick break. If you're loving this video and you want more from Fight Society, click that join button down below to become a channel member today, where you'll get access to members-only live streams, behind-the-scenes vlogs, and all the unfiltered stuff that we don't post to the main channel. Back to the video. You guys know I don't like Merab's fight style. You guys are going to say I'm hating on him by accusing him of performance-enhancing drugs. But I just want people to be open to the fact that your favorite fighter or some of your favorite fighters use performance-enhancing drugs. Because when Conor McGregor does it to heal from a leg injury and get jacked for Roadhouse, and he's not even fighting, he hasn't fought in 5 years, people want to go, oh yeah, Conor, juicehead this, juicehead that. What about Islam Makhachev with meldonium? What about the possibility of Merab Dvalishvili with EPO? Of course, there's no concrete proof that Merab uses that, but I just want a lot of you guys to take your heads out of the sand when it comes to the possibility of your favorite fighter using performance-enhancing drugs. It is not something that even necessarily takes away from the sport. Who fucking cares? Let them all do it. If half of them are going to do it, let them all do it. Let it be up to them. Because I know and talk to pro fighters that, one, morally disagree with the idea, or two, don't want to take the risks, with the unknown factors that go into using these sketchy performance-enhancing drugs that haven't been all that studied, if we're being honest. And if something's hard to get, it probably hasn't been studied that much either. Is the UFC champion Merab Dvalishvili, who has the most takedowns in UFC history, spars 5 rounds the day of his championship fight, and then turns around on 2 months notice, stays up until 6 a.m. partying, all of that. No recovery, no sleep, not optimal training. To a certain degree, I am suspicious. And I understand if you're not, and I understand if you think this is some super hater shit, but this is a suspicion that I have had about Merab Dvalishvili's cardio. Going back 3 or 4 years now, I've been very suspicious of it. Now, again, this video was inspired by some of the deep dives by Brutally Honest MMA. MMA Guru has also talked about this as well. Guru's got a lot of followers. He doesn't need my shout out, but Brutally Honest MMA, shoot him a follow. Really appreciate the information provided in his videos. And let me know what you guys think about the unreal cardio of Merab Dvalishvili. Is it natural? Is it unnatural? Is it PEDs? Is it genetics? Let me know down below. I'm Wyatt, and this is Fight Society. Do you want more from Fight Society? Like and subscribe below this video, and click the join button to become a channel member today to get access to behind the scenes vlogs and members only live streams.